But that love falls apart, your little piece of heaven turns to dust. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart, there's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Sometimes you wonder if this fight is worthwhile. The precious moments are all lost in the tide. Yeah, they're swept away, and nothing is what it seems. The feeling of belonging to your dreams. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart, there's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart before you tell him
Good afternoon, beloved soul flames, brothers and sisters. Well, this week was a heck of a ride. After the eclipse, after the gateway of the Lion portal, the 8-8 portal, we're now heading on to the solar eclipse for tomorrow. And that's bringing up some heavy stuff. I feel personally heavy. It's like that from your intuition, from your feeling inside, that something huge is going to shift, and that's going all directions. But we are purging a lot of old stuff. I see all around me with after the Lion's Gate and the 27/7 eclipse, a lot of anger coming out of people, old grief, old mourning that's coming up, stuff that needs to be dealt with. And I feel that this start of the last solar eclipse in Leo will be very heavy for Leos, because it's also the dark moon or new moon into Leo. So we have triple Leo influences by this solar eclipse. So a lot of shadow is coming up for Leo. And Leo can be very fierce. They could be very withdrawing and wanting to walk their paths by themselves. And it means that because they know what's going to happen, they will retreat themselves, you know, be gentle with themselves. And if you're not aware of this, and you will see with children who has Leo in their chart, in their sun rising or moon rising, they will fire up, they will blow out, they will attack, they want everything. Their ascension will be so big that they know instinctively what's good for them and not good for them, and why they have to deal with shit from other people. And they don't want this, you know. They want to be in their bubble, or protecting themselves more about the shadow that will come out. And they did it, and I know a lot of Leos did already their shadow work, but it's very good that this shadow is coming up. It's really a tower moment for them. So it shows them where is more work to be done, and how more they work on themselves and release the dark side, the more love will come in, you know, more love will come in. But it also makes them more fierce against people who don't act on love. And everybody who doesn't act on love just get the cold hand. And know about this, know about a lot of fire signs will have trouble with this. Not only Leos, but also Aries and Sagittarius. They will have a lot of issues about, because they're fire energy, and the eclipse is of the sun. So the sun eclipse, the sun is in their chart, so they will have these dark moments, and they really have to ride this. They really have to ride this. So if your counterpart is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, just be gentle with them, and know that they can fire up. And if you really want to provoke them in this time, be aware, because they will destroy you. If that dark side comes up, they really take you down to the lowest part you ever been. So it's really, really, for all the divine feminine, really, and divine masculine, stay in your cool, stay in your tranquility, stay in your peace, in your heart center, and feel and connect with the divine. Retreat in those days. Be gentle with yourself, because we really need this stuff to be released. And after this eclipse, everything will come out. Everything will open, because the 8-8 is the portal for the twin flames, and union is possible in these times. A lot of twin flames of the second ray of the blue sapphire ray, those energies and those twin flames will come to union. They want to learn each other. They already feel this energy in between their souls, and they come into union. They have telepathically contact. They feel each other, even if there's a huge distance. If there is no contact at all, they know that there is this union going on, this energy. But this dark shadow, the shadow of ego, needs to get out of the way. That's what I feel. It needs to get out of the way. And that's also what's so difficult for them, because a lot of them have a big ego, like Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. They all have a very big ego, and it's the time of the death of the ego. And and after the death of the ego, and surrender to the divine, surrender to the mother, to the sun, to the moon, and to all the planets and energies, just surrender to it, and then everything will go in alignment. Everything where you struggle with, like the 3D mentality, or will really get you set up, you know, you get, yeah, it's firing up. It's a place where you realize you don't belong there anymore. It's getting hard. It's getting, nothing is in alignment. Nothing is in flow. Everything becomes a struggle. Yeah, there are some synchronicities with people, but you know, in these synchronicities, when those egos are coming up, the one who is longer in the ascension, they will withdraw because they don't want to do anything with power plays and control issues, and just surrender to the flow, and then it will flow. And sometimes it's hard because we all want to control our own emotions, our own lives. And sometimes when this energy is hitting Earth, sometimes it's hard because you can't. When you're in 3D, you can't release it. You can't. It's difficult to release these emotions. Okay, let's see what's going on in the mind space of the Divine Masculine. His wheel is turning. His wheel of fortune is turning. Fortune is coming to him. And he is in alignment with the universe, alignment with the stars, with the planets. And it's very beautiful now. This is a pharaoh, Sphinx. And Sirius is aligned now with the big pyramid of Cairo, of Egypt, and that's aligned, and that makes sense that now his wheel is turning for the better. His wheel is turning to more power within himself, to get more to a space of love, more understanding for the Divine Feminine. And he sees the big picture now. He sees the big picture. So there was a struggle with 3D and 5D, and now he is more in the surrender mode to get in alignment with the universe and with his soul. He needs to know to listen to his soul. So the wheel is turning for the better after the eclipse. I got a very big clearing after a week of conference. Spiritual conference, goddess conference with my brothers and sisters. And after this I became getting a cold, and that stands for me that old stuff needed to clear out. And my nose was stuffed, my head was stuffed, everything was stuffed. It's like, you know, this is the way to release everything what doesn't belong to you anymore. So also my lungs, my throat, and it means for me to get more into your power, into opening up, and give yourself more space. Take your space, what you deserve. Take the space what you deserve. Okay, what's in the feminine headspace? And the feminine headspace is temperance. She knows that she has to do it more quietly and be in balance between her fire and her emotions, her actions and her emotions, because she knows when when the cup is full, you know, she can't create anymore. So it's necessary for her to release her energies and to be in balance with the water and the fire within herself. She's wearing these angel wings, and these wings of the angel. She is this angel on earth, and she wants to keep the balance between all humanity. She wants to keep the balance, and sometimes when there is not enough water in the system, in the pot, then the fire will come up. Then she will be fierce, and it has to do with the lack of emotion. If she knows and feels that there is a lack of emotion, if someone talks to her, or a lack of love, then this fiery woman is coming up, and they don't know what hit them. So she knows this. So she is taking more time for herself, is disconnecting from people, disconnecting from the world, because she also knows that if they say the wrong word to her, that she will fire up. So the feminine who are really in ascension and awake, and they walk their path, they know exactly when to retreat and when they can open up. So if there is that's what's going on all in her headspace, because she knows it, because she knows herself so well. She knows that if someone is speaking bad, or giving or forcing words into her mouth, or projecting, then she will fire up. She wants to let them know, you're crossing the line. How is he seeing his divine feminine? He is seeing her as his world. He is seeing her as his world. He knows this is a woman that he can relate to. He can join the world or travel the world with, connect with her on all levels, because she is this energy bomb that is really radiating her light to all sides. And it's the air energy, but also the fire energy. It's the energy of, wow, I feel complete. I feel complete when this person is around me, and she will offer his world. He knows that she will offer the world. That he would be the only one in her world. And he is really, really attracted to that. He's really seeing her as this woman that shows herself in all kinds of ways. She's not hiding anything, because there's nothing to hide. And it will complete everything. It will complete the whole picture. It's really where the twin flame relationship is all about, joining together, having the same ideas, walking the same path. Mother Earth is their language. The universe is their language, and they communicate this with each other, and he knows this. Okay, how does she sees the divine masculine? That he is very intuitive. That he is the high priest or high priestess. That he's very sensitive. That he had to endure a lot in his life. And because of that, he is the moon priest. He became the moon priestess or moon priest, and walking his path along and aside with Mother Earth, connecting to all elements, connecting to his intuition, being strong and grounded. He knows a lot of things of his intuition, of his wisdom that is getting channeled, but also from his life. He has life wisdom, and that's how she sees him. She sees him as an equal partner. As an equal partner. Okay. And it's also vice versa, you know. This can mean for the divine masculine or for the divine feminine. It's how it resonates with you. Also, it's not gender related, you know. It's really also the divine masculine, and for the ones who are still in separation, it's the divine masculine and the divine feminine within yourself that need to find a balance. And if you work on those parts first to get the divine masculine and the divine feminine within yourself in balance, then you're ready for union. Sometimes when you're in 5D and you ask your divine masculine questions about are you ready or not, you will get the answer. You will get the answer if he's ready or not. Maybe he's still fighting you, you know. It could be that he's still finding the divine feminine because he's left out in the cold by his mother, by his divine feminine, by other women, because of the addiction of codependency, of not going through the work, not going through his pain of energies that's not really worked through. Like you can't have if you have a very controlling mother, you know, and your wife becomes very controlling, and you're going to have no respect for someone else's view, then you will get in trouble. Then you will fight your divine feminine constantly. And you need to get in balance and get in this nurturing energy of what the woman has to offer you. And what supports him, and that's what I'm referring about. He's still in this fight. He is still trying. The manipulation supports him. And why does manipulation supports him? Because then he doesn't have to feel. He just can close off his heart. Harsh communication or shut you out of communication. That's the way that would support him, because then he doesn't have to go to that space of emptiness, of lack of love, because then he feels strong. So he is in a sense guarding himself not to open up and not to feel vulnerable, because if he's vulnerable, he is scared of getting hurt again by his divine feminine. And doesn't matter, it could also be related in friendship or friendship amongst men, you know. It's not just the feminine, but it's also the masculine. Maybe there are father issues, that father left when he was young, and all these resentments towards the father is coming up. And the addiction then would be, or compromise would be, sexual or lust, just lust to the feminine, and just be using her to complete this feeling of loss. So there are a lot of scenarios going on here, what I feel that's coming through. And I just say, you know, what's for you, get out what's for you. What's not, leave it alone. What doesn't resonate, it's not for you. You know, it's just for different people. It's a general reading. So, what is supporting the divine feminine? There is a struggle within herself that will support her. And it's about the ego. The you know, the drawing, which one is stronger and which one is not. That's supporting her in 3D, because she knows she has to release this. It's not a game of who's the strongest or who has the longest breath. No, it's not. It's about releasing your control issues, about people who are drawing to you or drawing at you or want your energies, and just put your boundaries straight. You know, everybody, if you shine your light bright, everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody. And then people are going to ask questions. They come with they want guidance from you. And you need to set your boundaries, because if you're in an overload and you're in this space of retreat, people feel that, and then they want more from you. They want your attention, and then they want, you know, that's also the 3D ego that's really want your intention or attention, because they feel left out in the cold, and they go into to pull at you. And it's about you setting your boundaries and say, you know, not at this moment, or not at this time. And it doesn't mean I won't return any calls or any answers, or I won't give you any answers, but now it's time for me to draw the boundaries, and I will come back to you if the time's right. You know, you don't have to be available every minute of the day for your clients. So know this will support her to draw the boundaries and taking care of herself. Okay. How sees the divine masculine the relationship? Wow. He sees it, that all his cups will be filled by his divine feminine. He knows he can do it himself, because that's the one cup that's not on here. He fills up his own cup with the one, but she can offer and complete up till the 10. And he knows this. He sees her as sensual, as connected with the water, connected with love, connected with all there is. And that's how he sees her. He sees her as completion, and he holds the other cup. So when this other cup comes together, then it's complete. It's just one cup that's not there yet, and that's the card of union. He wants to get to know her better, to see her, to feel her, where she's standing with her emotions, how far is she going with her life, what are her ambitions, what is her love, what is her feeling about things. He wants to share with her. Okay. And how does she sees the relationship with the divine masculine? Wow. She knows and she sees that this card is what she had at the last reading. Was it in the divine masculine space, how he saw her, and now this is how she sees him. Like the light and the love is in balance. He wants to keep the love and the light in balance. And he's cutting through all bullshit. He's cutting out all the mental pollution. He doesn't want to go in through the 3D thinking and control. He wants to cut the control. That's what I feel. And he is weighing, and every time when it's getting out of balance by words or by people say to him, you know, he's returning back to love and to light and shine his light on it and going back into love. And he is trusting unconditionally. He is trusting unconditionally. And that's what she sees. That's how she sees him and the relationship. You know? He sees a lot, and she knows that, you know, that there is this paper of secrets of that she is, the paper of secrets is on her feet, you know, and she's it's you know, it's not in alignment anymore with him. He wants to be open and in the light and in his heart space, and he just wants to kick out the secrets. There is a lot of knowledge, a lot of and she trusts him unconditionally. And that's what she sees him, that there is no more secrets, and everything in the open, everything will be weighed with love and light, and it's an open space. It's wow, it's now I see it's almost, she's also standing in front of the portal with two pillars that support each other, the masculine and the feminine. But she knows also that he has a sharp knife, you know, and that he really cuts through the bullshit. And that's how she sees him. So, but I see he wants to get out of this control of his mind and weigh everything in light and love. What is his challenge at the moment? His challenge at the moment is, wow, lack of love. He has a difficult time after so much indulgence of love and nurturing and emotions. There was so he had yeah, it's a card of grief, really feeling grief because he has to leave something behind, and he probably hurt a lot of people, and he's still grieving about it. And he doesn't see those two cups. He doesn't see the two cups that is in light and that can shine and that's full. And he's just see that he spilled, that he wasted time. He wasted time. Probably also about, wow, what's coming through now. It's about not feeling good enough because he hurt someone. He wow, feels ashamed, but also grief of the pain he caused to so many people around him. No, he really hurted 3 people in his life that he loved the most, and that's also connecting with this one. He knows, he knows that that his harsh words and the manipulation hurts them, but he doesn't make a change in it. I don't see him making a change in that. He needs to make a change within himself to because he knows intuitively that when he hurts his divine feminine, he also hurts himself. When he hurts his family, he hurts himself the most, because he won't get the love that he deserves. He won't get the love that he deserves by playing dirty. Because he also knows that his divine feminine can carry herself. So then he's withdrawing, feeling grief, feeling resentful, doesn't feel worth anything. And it's just because he just doesn't do the work. He doesn't want to do the work because he's not there yet. He still does not understand. And what he's going to do about it is going to run off to another woman. If there is a third party, he will run to another woman. He will run to the third party because he knows that she will nurture him and give him the support that he needs. I don't think all men are in this situation, or all women are in a third party situation. But if you are, let me know in the comments below if you resonate with it, you know, where you're at with your divine masculine. I see when divine, another scenario is when he is coming from light and love. When he's coming from light and love, and he is in a hurtful place because of he is in a hurtful place because he can't find the emotions where what he had in the past. Then he will go to his divine feminine and find her strength and support in this. And most of the time, the divine feminine will go through the same thing. You know, both, if they're twins, if they're really twins, they will go in the same alignment with that. They will go in the same energy. You know, she will feel the same what he feels, and vice versa. And that's why they can support each other. They can support each other. And what is the divine feminine, her challenge? Her challenge is to sacrifice. And it also has to do with this one. If she doesn't set her boundaries, she will offer herself. She will offer her energy. She will be the hanged one. You know, she's going upside down, and she takes time to hang there and hang it out, hang in there. You know, she knows that there are rough times going on with all the energy, so she is hanging in there, going through it, and try to see it. If you're going upside down, you see things from a totally different perspective. So you can see things differently from this side, on this angle. And she will look at it at any angles, in different aspects of the view, what's going on. But she won't sacrifice herself anymore because of the boundaries she set for herself, to take care of herself first. Because if she can't take care of herself first, she can't take care of her family, her divine masculine, holding space for him. So she is, what I feel, she's going in 3D, she's going through a rough time. When she's in 5D and connecting with her divine masculine, she is totally fine. She's totally fine. And what she's going to do about it? She is trying to get back in balance, and she knows that this balance is so important to her, but she's also juggling between two persons. I see there are many options for her in a choice of men. I hear there are a lot of choices of men, I hear, and they all offer themselves to her, and she needs to get in balance with that. What I also see, she's not making a choice because she's already know who's resonating with her the most. And in this resonation, she really lets know her divine masculine that he is coming close to her. And she is not doubting in her mind anymore that there is no union possible. She knows when she is in balance and in her strength that union will be there. And union is possible. She is weighing out also her financial choices. What can I do with my finances? We're getting balance into it, because it's a way for her to survive and to stay at the place she wants to stay. A lot of females are working on their careers. and to get the finances in balance. Because if that's in balance and that's a strong foundation, she knows that nothing will get her out of insecurity. She won't be insecure about life, what life has to bring. And she knows also it's not about the money, but about alignment. She knows that she would always be taken care of by the universe, but in 3D she needs to take charge of her money. She really needs to get this back in balance. Maybe it was she overindulged too much, you know, going to the other side, or eating too much, or too much play, or too much pleasure, or you know, too much spending on clothes or anything else. But this needs to come back in balance. And it also has to do with the eclipse, with the shadow side. When this shadow side is coming up, this has to do with overindulgence with the shadow, you know, spending money, buying things, all 3D materialistic programs that will go on, that will, maybe it will be the last thing that would happen before the clearing is going on. It's raining, really, it's pouring here. Maybe you will hear the rain, but I have the feeling it's really the last thing to clear out. Just like the rain, clear out all the heat of your body, of the anger, of the fierceness. And what's his overall card? His overall card is to jump in. He is in fully trust. He trusts the universe. And I hear him say, I'm taking this leap of faith, my darling. I'm taking a leap of faith. Because I see the stars. I see the opportunities. I see everything. And I need to take this leap of faith, because there is no other way anymore. There is no choice anymore. And when I take this leap of faith, I know I will be catched by the stars, the sun, the moon, the earth. Everything will be for my highest good. And I know that when I take this leap of faith with you, I will be perfectly fine. I will be perfectly fine. That's beautiful. Wow. And the overall card for the Divine Feminine is the Strength card. And let's see what she has to say about the strength. My beloved, I must be strong. I'm in such different and difficult place right now. And I must be strong. I have to get my head up high here. I need to take care of myself first. This is a totally different paradigm I'm in. I'm landed in a totally different time zone than I'm used to. And it gives me a lot of love, but also a lot of challenging. And in this challenge, I need to be strong. It's a way of survival I'm in at the moment. And it's bringing me out my comfort zone. And probably I will need this because it has to show me something. It has to show me that I need to be prepared for my next task. The task for union, but also the task for doing the work for Mother Earth. For doing her work, I need to be strong, and I need to bring my light in this 3D dimension. Only to be here with my light and with my love, that will change people without knowing. And this change, that will be very strong, and it will turn people's shadow up and up and up again. And it's up to me to deal with those shadows also. It's no time for me to run anymore, to run away from these shadows, but to face them. And also to set the boundaries that I don't take the shit from people anymore who are stepping over my boundaries. If it's not done with love. I'm here to teach something, to make people aware. It's not easy, but I know I need this strength for my next task. And I know that I've been guided by the Leo, by the Lion's Gate. I'm guided by the Divine Mother, the Sun, the Moon, the Earth and the planets, the universe. That I'm held, and they give me this strength to cope with it. So, my divine feminine, you can always count on me. I will take everything what comes to me and can transfer it into love and light. And that will give me my strength. So mote it be. Wow. So the Divine Feminine is ready to meet her Divine Masculine. And be in this nurturing, being compassionate, being in love. Okay, let's see what the eclipse energy has to say. After the eclipse, we get new vitality. The Rainbow Warrior is rising. Our Rainbow Warriors are rising, and we playing our own song. We playing our song with love, with light, with joy, at the highest vibration. Our third eye will open. We will see things after this from a totally different perspective. We will see what's true. We will see what's necessary for what needs to change. We will see all of this. Maybe not with our own eyes, but with our third eye. Wow, coming together. We're coming together. Together in harmony, together in love. So the twin flames are coming together because they know they are the warriors. They are this strength within them to stand for a better humanity, to strengthen the new earth, to rebuild a new earth, and they do it together. The twins are going to do it together. They are preparing. And it makes them grow and succeed with each other. Mentally, emotionally, physically. When all comes together, they grow and they know they will succeed in everything when it's done from love. And they both do. It takes time, you know, and it's getting closer and closer. In 5D, rejuvenate, meditate. When they are separation, they seek for each other in 5D. They feel each other. They feel the connection with each other. When one person thinks of the other, they know that there's a connection. They know that they're thinking about each other. And in meditation, go in meditation during the eclipse, because if you go in meditation during the eclipse, it will be so much easier. It's the tower moment. After the eclipse there will be a tower moment. Everything will set upside down and your heart will expand. It's time to rebuild. It's time to rebuild the old you to a new you. And if you are able to do this by yourself or together in union, rebuild the earth, a new earth for all of you. And it's all coming from the heart. So after this, there is a new union. There is a new possibility to come together, to work on success, growth, income. I see a lot of twin flames going to travel the world to do the work. It's joining with each other because they understand the importance of the balance between the feminine and the masculine, within and without. That it's so important, because within, and if there is no harmony and there's no work being done, there is no way that a union will get complete, because you will be separated from your inner and your outer, masculine and feminine. It's all start within. It all starts within. And they both know it. It's a win or lose situation. It's a win or lose situation, because there are a lot of battles going on at the moment between the divine masculine and feminine, and that really needs to sort out. We really have to get the dagger out and heal the wounds, you know, and heal it with love, because communication, I think, is one of the most important things, and not it's not about getting right or having it right. Everyone has a different view, but it's also about respect for each other. Why would you hurt your divine feminine? There's no need to hurt her. Only if you hate yourself so much, then you will hate your divine feminine also. But it's really something about yourself. So it's the win or lose situation. It's about acceptance. Acceptance of love and acceptance of communication, and not be afraid for love and to communicate this. And the overall card is union, twin flame card, union, love. You can't go around it. Twin flames are coming into union. Very swift, very quick. There is this energetic bond. There is this energetic spark. They know it. And the females are holding space for it. The females holding space for it. For such a long time. They're holding space for such a long time. And I think this is one of the most beautiful readings I had since weeks. Because there is so much going on at the moment. With all the eclipses, the portals. We having portals from July 1st. And it was a very, very heavy year. And that's what is really going on now because of these heavy energies. Because of these heavy energies, there is was needed. It was needed to come to this place, to come to this place of love. Self-realization, feeling within yourself what's good for you, what's not good for you. Does it resonate? Who can help me? I can offer my love. I'm open for it. Wow. It was a time of closure. You know, the closure in July, just before the eclipse. There was a closure of the Divine Feminine to close, to get the circle round, to close off instead of going on with all other stuff. Everything is an illusion. Only love is the real thing, you know. 3D matrix, everything is an illusion. Okay. Wow, beautiful cards. Okay, for the Divine Masculine, make the effort. Make the effort for your twin. Make the effort for your Divine Feminine. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. And it's not about that he has to do it. No, he gets guided to do it. It's not from the mind, it's from the heart. The hearts get the pull, the push to make the effort to connect with his Divine Feminine. If it's still from the mind, then we have to be aware of the red flags, you know. The Divine Masculine will be guided to his Divine Partner. And even if it's in direction you were not thinking about, because it's always coming by surprise. It will always surprise you when your divine masculine makes the effort. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from who your usual type of expectations are. But if you don't have any expectations, you know, and you have an open mind, then your soulmate will come in, your divine masculine will come in. Don't expect anything, you know, even if they say, you know, it's a win or lose situation. If it's coming from the heart, it's almost like it's now or never, because I get channeled through, you know, they know the divine feminine is going on, so it's a win or lose situation for the divine masculine, because they know the divine feminine is going on with her life. And wow, that's really interesting. That's really interesting, because she's at a place, I hear she is at a place, she's in a good place at the moment, and she has no expectations, and she let everything go by flow. She goes by flow. So keep an open mind to your divine masculine. Maybe you have a totally different view how your divine masculine should be, or how he should act, but keep an open mind about it, you know. Divine feminine is is what I already said, you know, is really concentrating on her financial issues and bring that back in balance. And okay, that's it. She is supporting herself for being financially supported, because if she has enough finances, she don't have to worry about her life. So she is making an effort of being independent, of doing the work, of doing the work for Mother Earth, doing the work she needs to be doing. It's all about creating a new earth and a new world for herself, where she can be in balance and not dependent on anyone. Then we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. If you enjoy yourself and you are content with every moment of the day, if you can be joyful and grateful for all the little things in your life, then you will attract love into your life. Love attracts love, and there is no other way. If you're cold, you will attract coldness from people. If you're love, you will attract love. If in a hurtful state, you will attract a partner who's hurt, who needs to heal. So make sure before you go into a relationship that you are healed. Otherwise, hurt will come up again, and hurt will hurt again. So then it's time, if that happens, you have to pay attention to red flags. You know, the signs are caution, makes you cautious, you know, to feel if someone is really healed, to feel if there are some burdens. You can, if you're twins, you can help each other with it, you know. But if you're going into a new relationship, I want also my viewers are viewers who doesn't have a twin flame, you know, and you want to step into a new relationship with someone, you know, make sure that that you're cautious when they're just coming out of a relationship and they're still hurt, because you will get hurt. Hurt attracts hurt, and at the end you won't make each other happy because of the hurt that's still there. So make sure you're healed. Divine Feminine, soulmate. Yes, if you have a question about the one you have in mind, you can say yes to this. It's your soulmate. So if there is a question about wow, I'm watching this video for maybe he is my soulmate and I'm not sure, well, you're sure now. He is your soulmate. He is your twin flame. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. Go through it. Go through the stuff. Go work on yourself. Heal yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Love the shit out of yourself. Make a great time. Make wonders. Count every minute. And give love to every minute that you are here and exist on this planet. Also to the ones who hurt you the most. Send love, how difficult it also is. But set your boundaries. Don't take no shit. So, guys, I love you all and I see you next week. Leave your remarks below. Thank all my subscribers. And for the next time, I'm open for readings again. There are already some applies. So if you want a reading, personal reading, or you need healing for your blocks, or to come into union with your divine masculine, you need some guidance, support, send me an email. You can find all the details in the description box below. And I love you guys, and I see you next week. Bye bye.